Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, as you can see, we're loading into Farmstead here. I was really hoping to do threes with cheese, but it just didn't work out with the schedule. But I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. This is another voiceover, and to start it off in the solo queue 3v3 games, we get a free goal in the beginning. Kind of sketchy, not the best for the other team because now they're starting off with a 1 goal deficit, and that's never really good, especially because that was all just really terrible mistakes from them, and now they're probably not going to have very high confidence in their abilities, which usually isn't a good thing. Right there, I get a perfect 50 off the first guy, but then the second guy just comes in and just bangs the ball. Not the best situation for us getting out of there, but we did manage to get out, and now we're on offense, which is good. Right here, I was just applying pressure. There was almost no way I was getting that dunk with 1 boost, so that was good. Right there, you might have thought I cut press or cut rotation, but my teammate wasn't going in, so I was allowed to come in for the 50, and it worked out for us. Here's me getting a clear to my teammate. He didn't get the best touch. He probably could have gotten some ball control out of it, maybe even got a pass to me. Back to me, and that would have been good for us. But then I'm able to get that ball control that my teammate should have gotten earlier, and I was able to flick it over the opponent and get a goal out of it. That's an example of a perfect play right there. I saw that the other opponents were both challenging, so I immediately early flicked. In most situations I wouldn't flick that early, but I saw that they were both going, so that was the only way I was scoring from that. Right here, I took too much time, and they were able to get clear. And now I'm at 45 boost. Right here, I'm just picking up some pads, not even wasting any boost on rotating, just trying to flip as much as possible. I get a decently powerful shot there, and my teammate was messing him up in net, but he still managed to get the save somehow. However, we are up by 2 with 3 minutes 15 seconds left. It's looking really good for us right now. Right here, my teammate has a ton of space to work with, but he kind of passes it to the other team. However, I do cut rotation there, and that'll be a 2v1 situation against my teammate, which isn't the best. I do get the clear though, and we're able to put it back to their side. I've really noticed that in Diamond, which this is the rank that it is, in Diamond 3, so it's basically low champ. Let's just put it that way. In low champ, a lot of the mistakes come out with rotation. A lot of the times, people double commit, or sometimes even triple commit, which is never really good. Right here, it was a really good save for my teammate. He was just able to get that above our net into a safe region. He could have easily passed it a lot earlier to me, and it would have been for sure a goal, because I think he was able to see me, unless his camera settings were just really weird. But even then, he should have been able to see me. I should have been able to get a pass anyway. Because if your camera settings are that bad that you can't even see your teammate like 5 feet across from you, then there's probably an issue with your camera settings. So anyways, speaking of camera settings, actually, I think it's a good tip to know that you want to have camera settings that have a very wide view. I highly recommend having at least 105 FOV, if not 110. I've just always been using 110. I used to use like 108, and that was good too. But I highly recommend using the max setting for FOV. Now, using using the max setting for FOV is a lot different and really useful, and a lot different from using the max settings for, say, height and distance. Okay, you might think, oh well, I'll see a lot more, like he's saying, if I max up my height and distance on my camera settings. But no, that's not what I'm saying, because if you do that, your car is just going to be a tiny little ant. Alright, you don't want that. You really don't want that, because you want to have that balance where you can have enough car control and you can control your movements enough that you're able to actually hit the ball, rather than having it be a million miles away from your car, so you don't have any ball control or any car control in general, which isn't the good and isn't what you want. You really just want a solid in between of really high camera settings and low camera settings. So you want that kind of medium, and you guys can experiment with that. I suggest using somewhere between 90 and 110 height, I believe, and I think the distance usually I'd say probably like 230 to 270 is good. That's what most pros use. And then of course the FOV, all pros actually use 110 FOV. So that just really shows how useful it is. And it really does make a difference. If you guys are wondering, it really does make a difference. And it makes a huge difference, to be honest. So yeah, so all throughout that last part of the game, we were really just keeping on pressure, and that's all we needed. And we actually got the game win. So that was the first guy. That was the first game, guys. See you in the next one. Alright, so now we're joining Urban Central Night, or Dawn actually. And I get more solo queue teammates as the last game went. It's all been pretty much solo queue. Usually you run into more teams, but it just hasn't been that way recently for some odd reason. I'm really not sure why. But anyways, so this game, I'm just gonna tell you now, we were on defense. Sorry about that. We were on defense for very, very extended periods of time. So right here, I hit it past my teammate just because I know I can gain a lot of ball control from this. And I get the perfect touch to an air dribble. However, I just didn't bring the ball high enough to get the goal out of it. If I did have it a little higher, it would have for sure been a goal. They weren't ready. And here, my teammate gets a weird touch. Not the best touch, but it does go back to my teammate kind of, and he gets a decent clear. But again, I said this before, we're just under tons and tons of pressure this whole game, and you'll definitely see that. And being under pressure is difficult because you need to always have someone with you need to always have the person with boost be the one with ball control getting it out of your half. Alright, so there I only had like 25 boost, so I really shouldn't have been the one having ball control to clear it, because there was almost no way I was going to be getting it past all three of the opponents. It's just, these guys had really good positioning and rotation that we just couldn't get out. And the issue was, like I said, my teammates weren't getting the best touches, even when they were the only ones with boost. Because we were being boost starved, and right there again, he just doesn't get the best touch for us. And we were just being boost starved all game on our half. And see, it's like, it's 2 minutes in the game, and right there I get that really unlucky corner, high bounce. But that was really our only shot to start with until that, which that shot was just enough to clear their end and just enough to clear their defensive side, because what it really did is it hit the corner so hard that it got a really awkward, weird bounce, and so they couldn't really react fast enough to get a good clear and keep pressure on our side, and so it ended up actually being a goal for us. Right here, for sure, should have been me hitting that. I knew it was a good idea for me to back down, but I just didn't do it fast enough because I knew for sure that I was messing up right there, and so I tried to back down. I don't know if I would have been able to hit it in the air there. Maybe I could have if I just tried a little more, but I thought I had more of an opportunity to save it if I just went down. And I did have more of an opportunity, I just didn't really execute well, and I was too far rotated, and I was just expecting a much harder shot. So I wasn't able to get the save there. So now it's back 1-1. My teammate gets the fake there, but again, their positioning is just on point, except that one play there. They missed an open net, which was really lucky for us. But like I said, this game was just so defensive from our side. Right there, they get a clear right there. Oh, I just repeated myself. Right there, they got a clear, which is really good for them. And again, they just keep up control, and they just stay on our side. I swear they were probably on our side at least 85% of the game, which you should never have happen. Like I said, we were just not getting the clears that we needed, and that was mostly because my teammates would just get boost, camp net, barely get a save, and it would turn into nothing for us. And that's not what you want. Usually when you get a save, you almost always want it to be beneficial for you. You almost always want to be going into offense off of your save. If you can go into offense off of your save, it's great. It's honestly great. And if you're not going into offense off of your save, usually you want to be letting another teammate with more boost get that clear or that offensive opportunity, because you have to know how much boost your opponents have, but you also have to know how much boost your teammates have, because you want to be able to know who should be going for the ball at all times. And usually on defense, you want to be having the person with the most boost go at all times. Unless, obviously, when the person with the lowest boost is the only one who can hit the ball. But here's an example of us just getting that one solid clear, and it works for us because they're forced to panic and they didn't expect it. Because we have just been on defense all game, that they were just kind of chill on their side and they were fine with it. And they didn't really expect such a immense offensive pressure. And we got a goal out of it. I mean, of course it could have been saved, but again, like I said, they were just too relaxed on their side. They weren't able to do anything because the fact that they just weren't really taking us seriously. They were just kind of letting us have some offense, even though all game they've been just putting on the pressure. And here is really when you show, or when the panic sets in for them. You just see them triple commit more and more, and right there, a terrible touch from him, and that's really the game there. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see more of this content in the future, remember to leave a like and support me. I'm really enjoying the support. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.